What is up, world? We back. We back. We got a lot to talk about. I ain't even gonna introduce these dudes. We just about to get right into it. Giannis dropped 64. They revenged they L from the Pacers. I thought I even thought Dame performed at a decent level. He shot, I think he was like 6 for 14. Uh 20, what he dropped? 21?
Yeah, 21. Yeah.
What are your first thoughts, Lamont? Because you the
Yeah.
harshest, so we gonna have you go
Yeah,
in first.
Lamar be giving it no chaser. Just go ahead and drink this, boy.
Right.
Pause.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
uh,
you right, my bad. You
Yeah,
right.
Dame had 21, 6, and 4. Of course, Giannis had 64, 14, 3, and he had 4 steals. But go ahead,
yeah,
man.
I mean, it was a good win. They didn't avenge anything because they lost two to them already.
Run
But
that back one more time.
yeah, it was a good win. So I'm gonna take that part of it. But I just hate that it took 64 points from Giannis to do it.
But it didn't take 64 points for Giannis to do it. We had the game pretty much in control.
Mhm.
He didn't. We didn't need 64 from him for them to win that game. Though, if we'd have
If he
won by
would have
like
had
one,
30, but I'm saying if he would have had a let's just say a good night 30, we might
uh-huh.
have lost that game.
I disagree with that because that means he was probably passing the ball more, and I think other
and
people would have got involved.
and Dame would have shot more. I
Dame,
think
Dame would have
Dame
shot
Dame
more.
definitely took his foot off the brake to let Giannis get his
Yeah,
bucket.
that's what he said. Everybody was just watching Giannis. He was in pocket, so they.
I don't know, man. I like to see. I need more out of everybody else, man.
I feel you. No, I feel you on that.
I mean,
But
it's a
are we
good
gonna start
win.
talking about coaching though, Lamont? We can't blame the players. The players do play on the court, but they're only playing with the game plan of the dude that's in charge. You know what I'm saying? I still
Yeah,
don't see a
Yeah,
game plan. I'm just
yeah, I agree. I just that's a good one game win, but in order for them to have season success and playoff success, they can't have games like that where we expecting Giannis or Dame to have 40, 50, 60 points and
right,
everybody
fact.
else is just don't show up. I like what Portis did. I think Middleton was, close to a triple double. Beasley, horrible. Brooke
he's way too
Lopez, yeah, six
inconsistent.
blocks, but other than that, horrible. He grabbed
I,
three
I like
rebounds.
that you brought up Beasley, Lamont. Just to interject for a minute, Beasley is like the hot topic of the Bucks. If he should start, if he should sit, because he gives you offense, but his defense is so awful that he gives up. If you look statistically, he gives up more points than he gets.
And you
But
know
it's
what's
just
funny?
sometimes he hits timely threes and he's a good 3-point shooter. But is it worth the sacrifice? And then on the back end, people are like, "Hey, we should put in Andre Jackson Jr. to give us a defender that can be a point of attack defender." So I propose that to you, and then you might. How do y'all feel about that?
See, I think what's so funny about Beasley to me is I feel like he's everything that they thought Dame was going to be, as far as being a liability defensively.
Mm.
Mm,
Like he's doing everything that they like. He's getting ripped, and I haven't like I feel like Dame early off you could maybe say, but I think besides that he's been playing some good ball.
I
But
agree.
with that being, and I mean defensively,
Mm-hmm.
but I think with Beasley, I think that we were having some issues with him. Um, I think we're also having issues with Beauchamp, who often is called his problem solver.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like a lot of times you wanted Beauchamp to start over Beasley,
Right.
but I think that Beauchamp, for one, he's having problems staying in the ball game. He's been getting into foul trouble early a lot.
No, I agree with you in that, but that's him and Andre Jackson Jr. And I feel the officials are calling every little ticky tack foul on both of them cats because
Yeah,
they're
I mean,
young
but
and
call it
they
what
play
you want.
aggressive defense. Yeah, but yeah, you're right though. But I'll say this about both of them: when they're in the game, you feel they have an impact. If it's not getting a loose ball, fast break, they're having an impact, even if it's in limited minutes. Especially Jackson Jr.
Yeah, so Lamont, what did you kind of off of what
Yeah,
Ann was saying is what do you do with Beasley?
I think at this point, man, you pretty much stuck.
I mean, no, I mean as far as you mean
like
as far as
starting,
starting
yeah,
him?
starting or off the
Yeah,
bench.
Yeah, because
I
I don't
think
know
you're
who
pretty
you.
much stuck at this point. Unless he, you can't say, okay, if he has a rough 10-game stretch. Well, he's done that already. You know what I mean? Um, I give him to All-Star break, man, and if he hasn't shown me something, then at first I was thinking Beauchamp, um, and it could still be Beauchamp. I think Beauchamp's foul trouble comes in is because 1 minute, Griff has him playing 15, 20 minutes. Then all of a sudden he's in
Thank
for
you.
3 minutes. So when he gets in, he's like Russell Westbrook. You know what I mean?
Just speedballing.
right,
I'm saying his
right.
motor is going.
Yeah, that
He's
motor
young,
just going.
athletic,
But
his
that's a
motor is
positive
going.
thing if it could be channeled right. So that's what I'm saying, though, Lamont. Just to piggyback off of that, coaching has to be addressed with these rotations. And
And
But it's a lot. But you know where you got to give him his props though with coaching though is I don't think that when they were I don't think they do a lot of zone.
they did some. They mixed it up.
Yeah, but I think though in the last game they ran zone too much and they were getting caught in that little sweet spot by the free throw
Right.
line, and that really
yeah,
wasn't happening in this game. And he at least adjusted.
No, but let me see if y'all peep this though. Did y'all peep when they didn't have Brooke in the game, right? And it was like Bobby P and Giannis as their big man, right? They were able to do that trapping defense on Halliburton. It was giving him all types of trouble. But you can't play that with Brooke because Brooke can't move laterally like that. And that's why I've been saying that we need a young athletic big that could play center just for that very purpose. If y'all remember seeing that during the game.
well, I think they stole that from the Lakers'
Yeah,
success. You
absolutely.
put big bodies,
Absolutely.
yeah, you put big bodies on them,
Mhm.
and because he's what's going to beat you. Whether it's his points or his assists.
That's it.
He doesn't
Right.
really turn over. So you run big bodies at him and let the other guys see what they can do. And that's what they did. And it worked out good. I'm just glad Bobby Portis, blew up the way he did when he did,
Mhm.
because it
Hey,
seemed like it lit a fire under Griff.
he's been there,
Mhm.
but he's been their vocal leader
Yeah,
pretty
that's true.
much. When I said they
Facts.
didn't have one, he's been that dude who, especially
He's
when
kind of our Draymond, but more calm.
we'll talk about him in a second.
Yeah,
but
I don't even like that comparison any.
but nah, but because
Okay, is he our Zebo? Is he our Zebo?
I mean he's our aggressor. He's our
Yeah, our
general.
tough guy.
You
Yeah,
know,
he our
and
tough guy.
and he the first one when Giannis got hip tossed. He the first one that
Mhm.
was right in the mix of
Oh, well, then
everything.
and his brother Thanasis, they had to have half the team had to hold back Thanasis.
No, they did. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
He
I'll
wasn't going
find
to
the
do that.
video, bro. Yeah, it looked crazy,
I
bro.
ain't never seen nobody. He ran like he
Bro,
was at
look,
the edge of
I'm
a
gonna find
cliff.
the video when we done and send it in the chat. I'm telling you, he was wigging, bro. He was
Hey,
wigging.
he was like at the edge of a cliff. Like he's like, wait, nobody's gonna like. He kind of just was like, wait, no, like nobody gonna hold me back. I ain't never seen nothing like that. That was crazy.
He would have ran up and said, "Why did you do that?"
Right.
Right. Just run up to him just to say that. Why did you do that? Right.
So one question I got though with Dame is he shooting too many threes? I feel like
Yeah,
his volume of threes is it's way too much. It is way too much, and I feel
yeah,
like
because he
it's
could get
stopping
to the
his
basket at
rhythm.
will, and he's a damn good finisher.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just stopping his momentum. Killing it.
But at the same
Well,
time,
yeah, I bet he
you got Giannis and Brook kind of clogging that lane up with bigs. So they would have
maybe.
to move out the way. And again, they go back to coaching. Let's spread it out, draw the bigs out, and let Dame go to the rack.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, and
pick and
I'd
roll. We
like
don't
to see
even
that more.
Dame excels in the pick and roll, and we only use it sparingly. We should be using that all the time. It's just so I'm giving Griffin some slack because he a new coach, and I get it. But when you're a championship team, bro, we can't give you all day to figure it out and start getting your stuff together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think we have a championship starting five. Our bench, we need Crowder back.
Yeah, I
We're
see
we're
that now.
we're missing Grayson Allen, despite however anybody may feel about it. We're missing him. What was the guy from? What was the guy's name? We got him from Brooklyn and lost him to the Bulls. The backup point guard
Oh,
or
Javon
shooting guard.
Carter.
Carter, yeah.
Javon Carter.
We're missing him. We're missing a
We're missing
bench.
shooters.
Our bench is awful.
I don't want to say that they're awful. I mean, there's been several nights, several games where they dropped 40 plus,
Yeah,
and that's not
Campaign
awful. That's
had a
not
bad
awful.
game. Campaign has been one of our most consistent bench players.
I refuse to give Campaign props.
Man, he been hooping. You just gotta
I
keep.
won't
He's
do
been
it.
hooping until the other day. He been hooping, and he one of the league leaders in 3-point percentage.
That is wild to
I
me
guess
too.
when I say the bench, Bobby Portis is a bench player, but to me he's like the sixth starter.
Yeah, and
I
You know what I
agree with
mean?
that.
He's
he's
playing
giving you
starter
half of that
minutes.
40.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and he's
And that's
playing
what I'm
almost
saying.
30 minutes a game. Bobby's playing almost 30 minutes a game.
And that's what I'm saying. So,
And Pat
hopefully when
Connaughton is
Crowder
hurt.
comes back, that'll bolster it up a little bit. Um, we need to give more minutes to AJ. We have to figure out who our rotation is going to be, and then we need
Yes,
to
sir.
give them minutes because you can't have AJ Green playing really good one game and then 1 minute last game.
Yeah,
No,
and pretty much
and especially,
DNPing him. That's almost punishing him for hooping.
but he
Yeah,
was ideally he was supposed to be getting these minutes with Pat Connaughton hurt.
yeah.
Under normal logic, that would be true, but not under Griffin logic. That's what's most important.
And and honestly, with Beasley playing the way that he does, I would cut back on his minutes, even if it's cutting back 10 minutes and giving those to AJ Green.
So I'm just looking now. Even when we took the starters out, Green they ain't even play him. Green played 1 minute yesterday.
That's what I
Crazy,
just
1 minute.
said. Yeah, yeah.
crazy man.
And you can't
But
do
what
that,
it
especially with
but
a shooter.
well the thing is though, we did a 7-man rotation or 8-man rotation if you would include Payne. Because our bench consisted pretty much of Portis, Beauchamp, and Payne. Everybody
Mhm.
else, and this game may be not a good example to look off of because Giannis wasn't getting off that court for the most part to get his 6 and
Yeah.
4. So this may be not a good example to be looking at, but last night they only did the 8-man rotation. But like you said, I think shooters we got to get better shooters, and when our bench is on point, we win. So yeah, I think that our coach does need to step up.
Yeah,
Like I
we
said, it's
need
not all him, but I mean, this is a championship team, bro. We need to see you bust a move, do something, adjust. That's the whole point we got you.
Yeah, I think the support
yeah, we
cast though, his coaching support cast, I don't think is as strong as it should be.
Oh no, that
and that's why losing Terry Stotts was big.
Oh, for sure,
facts.
for sure, for
You have
sure.
that veteran leadership or sitting next to you.
And a tenured head coach.
Yeah.
So, do you think that Indiana was wrong for trying to keep the game ball?
Oh, absolutely. That
I'm
was wild,
saying
Petty.
120% they were.
Yeah, that was wild,
Because
Petty.
I
They
was,
was in their feelings, bro. They were in
and
their
I
feelings.
never, and I started trying to kind of check it out. Like, I don't recall ever a time where a rookie was getting the game ball from when they scored a point. Dude scored one free throw, and he's supposed to get the game ball over a 64-point performance. That's just wild to me. That don't even compute to me.
This officially created a
Well,
rivalry too.
but how often do we see any players getting the game ball unless it's in the locker room?
Mm.
Yeah, but this is at home
You
too.
think? Okay,
This is at home, and they
understood.
won. And they won. I get if
I
Giannis
understand.
lost. I get if they lost, and then you want to take the ball. I can partially get that.
I understand both sides because if I'm a rookie, um, and I get my first points, I'm gonna want the game ball.
No, that
It's
don't
just like
happen though. But that don't happen all the
we
time.
don't, but we don't know that, Mike.
Yes, it do because the rookies. So what happens if it's two starters and a rookie on the bench and they all score in the same game? When have you ever heard of? I just say never. And I was just watching Gilbert Arenas show, and he was like, "Dude, they don't do that. That don't happen where you just everybody get a game ball the first time." And they said that that's an Indiana thing. That's a Pacer
Yeah,
thing that they was trying
but
to enforce.
Richard Jefferson says that they do that.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not buying
I don't trust Richard Jefferson.
Well, I don't trust Gilbert Arenas. He took guns into a locker room.
it.
He's a criminal. I'm gonna go with a
Oh,
law-abiding citizen.
he must
I'm gonna
stole
stick
good
with
of
the
it.
law-abiding citizen.
Why you call
But
Gilbert a criminal, bro?
but let's just look at it like this. Even with football, if a player scores their first touchdown, they want the ball.
That ain't the same.
That's but
That
I'm
ain't the
just saying
same.
it's a moment. It's just a
You,
moment for them.
my man,
The difference
he
is
scored.
with
Ain't no way, dude. He scored one free throw. He ain't make both of them. You know what I'm saying? How you get a game ball? That don't even add up to me.
here.
And
Here's
that
what I'll say.
technically wasn't a
Dude went
basket
fifty
either.
percent from the free throw line. Here you go, bro.
Here,
See, that's that
here's what.
everybody a winner era. You
Yeah.
get nothing for that.
Here's how I feel about that whole situation. There's two balls. I think for sure Giannis should have got the actual game ball.
Correct.
But you got to kind of blame Dame because Dame threw the damn ball at the end instead of holding on to it to make sure Giannis got it.
But that don't mean it's just up for grabs for the world to
Hey,
have that he.
yeah, but I'm just saying, you put it out there. That should have been something that was conversated, you know, on the bench, like, hey, we're gonna hold on to this game
Yeah,
ball
that's
for
valid.
Giannis.
Wait. Or you're not expecting Indiana to come take the damn ball when I just dropped
That's
64.
also valid.
Nobody's
That's also
expecting that,
valid.
dude. That's just they bogus.
True.
Indiana bogus, and you
So, I,
know they was being petty. They lost.
so, so I
And
feel like Giannis should have got the game ball. The rookie should have got the alternate ball. But the well, yeah, I mean, it's two balls.
I'm saying the rookie don't deserve
And what about
nothing.
Lillard? Lillard broke that record.
Lillard
He got
deserved.
whatever the top 10 for
I'm saying
three
Lillard
pointers.
Team
deserves
number
that
one.
ball before that rookie did for making
That's
one
what
of
I'm
two
saying.
free throws. Do
No.
we in like 20 games into the
You
into the
just now scored.
yeah, you
You ain't
just in
even
your
built for
one
the
point, we
NBA
gonna
yet,
make
and
a
you
big
trying to get his
hoorah.
big.
Dude, that's his first points of his NBA career.
Yeah,
Give
count your
get a man a
hey,
basketball.
how about you count your first baskets? You make a basket and then maybe we can give you something. But you passing out accolades for y'all lost and you score one free throw?
That's
What?
what's wrong with our
Yeah,
society today. Actually,
You better keep your jersey and date it that this was your first, game ball. That's just
yeah,
crazy to me.
yeah, that's what's wrong with our
yeah, I
society today.
disagree.
Dude said everybody a winner.
Yeah,
Right.
Lamont, we ain't grow up like that, and I don't appreciate you switching sides
Mike, Michael, It's called growth.
I'm still a seed then. So
Let's go
let's
ahead and
switch
get the
up here.
Draymond. I can't wait to talk about this.
Yeah, I would say let's switch up with your boy Draymond Green. Now, is indefinitely too much? Now, well, let me first off by saying indefinitely to me means he's coming back this season. Because
Yeah.
if he was being suspended for the year, he'd be suspended for the year. They would just say he's done for the year. So I think that I feel like he probably gonna get a good 10 games, and they're gonna let him come back. Is what would be being that it's indefinite? My question is, what is enough for you? What would be a number that would be like, okay, that's justified punishment?
I think they said indefinitely because they don't have a number in mind. They want him to complete some things like they did with Kyrie Irving,
Mm,
like complete X amount of anger management classes, and then when he's done
right.
with that, he could be done with it in a week. Who knows? And then I think he should be suspended for the rest of the year, personally.
Hey,
You think so
make
too,
an
Lamont? I
example
mean,
out of this
Aaron,
dummy.
you think he should be suspended
Yeah.
49 games for
Absolutely.
why?
Absolutely.
Why?
This is behavior that's been going on for such a long time, and he keep getting a slap on the wrist. It's
But is it a
about
slap on
time.
the wrist? I mean, wait, because you're saying a slap on the wrist. He hasn't physically punched anybody,
He
right?
punched Poole, his own teammate.
I mean, not that, but that's in locker stuff. The problem should have been who recording this stuff to be allowing this to get out. You
No.
know,
No, the point is out, and we saw. Then he done kick people in the private areas, mushing
and he
people.
he's
He,
gotten
he's a
suspended,
he's a
and he's
walking
gotten
menace, and he
suspended,
needs to be stopped.
but
He's a
he's got
walking menace. He
he's
needs to
gotten
be stopped.
but he's gotten suspended for each of these things that he's done.
But that's the
No, he
thing,
has.
though. They're not
He
all
has.
of them.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
he
not
needs to be
everything,
suspended for the year,
because
bro. Get him up out of here, man. He's a
I think
menace.
the year is too.
And Mike,
That's way too harsh.
well, and what Mike is saying is inaccurate. He hasn't been suspended. The only reason he's missed games is because he was over the technical limit.
Right.
Right, and I think it's because a lot of the things that he's done have been pushes, kicks, little things like that. Don't really. He trying to find his thin line to try to get away with something, and then I get what y'all saying, but out of con, fully out of control to me is you throwing punches, you elbowing. He's not doing those things. He's playing dirty, and I don't know if playing dirty warrants a full season of no basketball, 60 games of no basketball for playing dirty. Dirty and punching people are two different things, in my opinion.
So the way I look at it is like this. He started off doing dirty ball. Then you go to kicking cats in the nuts. Then you go to choking somebody. Now you go into your
And
second
this is the
punch.
same season.
And
You right. We forgot about the choke. You done choke
right,
somebody and
What happened with the choke?
you remember
What was,
Rudy
Rudy
Gobert.
Gobert,
no. I know. I'm saying, what was the penalty behind the choke?
they only gave him 5 games. And the
Okay,
reason why they,
but he got
but listen, but the only reason they gave him 5 games is so that he can come back in time for that last in-season tournament.
so. Let me ask you, if I commit a crime, right?
Yeah.
Does that does that wait? I can't. Why is that there for your response?
Shit. Because I know you.
They cry. Yep.
Look, hey, Am, I know you, and I'm going to agree with the law.
Why you do that?
I feel like if I commit a crime and you punish me for that crime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I do my time. Now I'm back. Like I'm back out here in the streets, and you can't just keep being like, well, I'm,
Well, we know you ain't committed no crime
That's what
because
I'm
that
saying.
ain't the
Even
right
even in
I,
in
and
the
I don't.
streets, it's three
I'm not.
strikes and you're out. How many
I'm not.
strikes does he get?
Yeah, but yeah, I get what you're saying with the 3 strikes, but
Well, even let's not even the 3 strikes. Okay, if you commit a crime and you've been convicted of that crime. If you go out after you've served your time and everything, if you go back out there and commit another crime, they use your past criminal history
Thank you.
to determine.
Right. No, right. I agree with that. However, if
He
I'm
has not
just
been
well,
expunged.
hold on. If I'm just stealing, don't try to penalize me for murder. And that's my point. I think that that's what you're doing.
Oh my,
Y'all
come
being
He
on,
tried to go to the
man.
you,
extreme.
y'all said no. I mean, I'm not even a Draymond fan, but goddamn, the rest of the season, that's
So he gotta
Yeah,
crazy.
act
That's
right
way
after
too
that.
much. That's way too much. I'm sorry.
That's
That's
like getting
way
the
too
switch
much.
when he was a kid. That's the switch. He need the switch.
Hey, Rasheed Wallace said it's their fault. They said they
whose fault?
bred this monster. Rasheed Wallace said all them cats from that time. They said they bred this monster to be
And I
like
agree
this.
with that.
Uh,
See, and this is the reason why I think the NBA needs to step in and make a statement because Golden
Thank you.
State is,
Now, now
you said
I agree
you
with you
said
on.
that
No, go ahead.
you said like when we referenced the Jordan Poole incident, um, you said, well, that was in practice. Okay, but that's still on in an NBA stadium. You're still signed to an NBA contract. So you're still violating. If that's the case, then they should have never found anything wrong with what Gilbert Arenas did, bringing guns into an NBA locker room.
It's a horrible comparison, but
Well, it's the
I,
same.
no, because
That's a
I think
dude. He
though. I think no,
assaulted
because I
somebody.
think what happens though. I think that there's a whole lot of inner practice struggles, things that occur, a lot of trash talk, and a lot of stuff that we don't know about that does occur. That, and I don't think that he should be penalized for doing what probably everybody else has done at some point in time during practice. I don't think that that's fair for him. And I do agree though that you put this target on your back for constantly doing foolish things. And I agree. I think he should be penalized for doing the stuff that he's done. But a full a 3/4 of the season that's too
What
much.
about 40? Would you take 30 games?
No, that's still too much. 30 games for dirty play.
Continue
That's not
dirty
dirty
play.
play.
Continue
No, if he
dirty
do it,
That's
play.
not
I
dirty
think
play.
I think with the indefinite, I think it is dirty play. Well, the last slap really was, yeah, that was crazy. But I guess my point though is, I think
And the
that
choke.
what I think that
And
he
then
should
and
do,
the choke, bro. You gotta talk about it all, fam. You
right?
can't
But
just talk.
what I think Stern should do for real now, I would not
Well,
Stern,
Stern ain't gonna do shit because Stern
Silver,
is
yeah,
dead.
Silver. I corrected myself before you said something. Damn it. What I think, what I think Silver should do is I think he should have a for real talk with him. And I think that
Well,
I think the players unions, no, I think that they do because I think that they had to tell this dude, like, you about to be done, bro. But I don't think what he did warranted the full season. I just don't. That's just too much for me.
Then how many games is enough for you?
Yeah, I see about 15.
so you think what
15, I
John
see huge.
Morant did was worse than what he did?
I think the difference with what John Morant did and why I think he's held more liable for the two gun things is because of the image, and you got children watching you looking up. I don't think that Draymond had the same impact of his play than Morant could have with his gun thing. If you're a representative of the NBA, at least Draymond is in a basketball situation slapping and punching. Like you ain't on Instagram just throwing pistols up. Who else is doing that? Who else is on? What other NBA player tossing up pistols? They all know better, and he keep doing that. And you're a representative of the NBA, so that's a certain image you got to portray. These are two different
Did he?
situations, in my opinion, that really can't be compared much as the same.
So, so what happened with John Morant's criminal case on the guns?
Yeah, this is the NBA. It's an
No,
image.
no, no. I'm saying, was there a criminal case?
No,
Okay, do they know if he has a permit to have a gun or not?
that's not the
Mm.
point.
Well, it is the point because penalizing him for doing something on his own free time, away from the league, away from.
You're a
Uh,
representative of the league. I can't do. I can't. For example, nobody from the Nuggets. Weed is legal in the Nuggets in Denver. I think they even started passing drug testing laws where they don't even test. It's either the NBA or NFL. But anyway, but you don't just see them just with bricks of weed. Like, yeah, we got this. It's a certain image that you have to portray being an NBA player. And I think Morant went across
And
those
he's a
lines.
superstar too, so I will say that.
And his kids involved with watching him. I think that's a big difference from basketball play to me toting guns, trying to live a lifestyle that the NBA don't want to be flexed in a presence.
See, and I don't like how that's all playing out, because kids are watching the NBA games. So
Mm-hmm.
you're influencing kids to that it's okay to choke the
Nope.
opponents.
He
It's
did
okay to punch
nobody
teammates.
said it was
It's
okay
almost
because he got penalized
well,
for it. To say it's not okay would be they let him get away with it. He got
he
penalized.
has been getting away with it.
He's been suspended for it. So
Um,
they're not just letting him walk away.
well, he's been suspended one time in 9 years.
Yeah, I just think the two situations aren't the same to be compared.
I just feel, as the NBA, if you've suspended Ja Morant for 25 games for an image problem, you have to do a lot more to somebody that's actually violating league rules. And
Mm.
I'll be honest with you, if I was any of them players that he did that to, man, I'll be in the back filing charges on them. I want some money.
He's not want some funny.
Wouldn't that
I'm
be wild
pointing
if
to
you
him
could do
on
that?
the stand. Number
Wouldn't that be wild
24,
if you could do that?
I think you can. Why can't you?
Because I think
It's assault.
I'm sure it's some kind of contract within your contract, NBA contract when you sign that. It would
Well,
happen
then
in all
kick me out the
sports.
league. Kick me out the league. I'm violating that contract. I want that money green 23 money.
You're stupid. So speaking of Golden State, how many years Steph still got in him, you think?
3.
There or somewhere else?
No, here in his career.
Probably about 5.
5. What about you, Aaron?
I think 3 at this level, maybe 5 total.
So do you think at this point, because it's starting to seem evident that Golden State is about to be in a rebuilding
Mm-hmm.
status. I mean, you got rid of Jordan Poole. You know, Draymond, they're gonna have to do something with Draymond. Like, he's
Mm-hmm.
clearly a problem, and you got to take action against him.
And Clay is washed.
And Clay is washed, and I think he's starting to realize that he's washed. What? So, I guess if you're Golden State, do you let him go? Do you let Steph Curry go to be great somewhere else?
Mm-mm.
I don't think he would leave.
Agreed.
Mm.
He's already won 4 chips. What does he have to prove? I mean, arguably, you could say his career is better
It
than
may not be
LeBron.
his decision.
Yeah, I think. Well, I think it is his decision.
Well, I'm saying, as far as if Golden State, the organization, I don't know how cutthroat they are, and we've seen it before.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that to him. Out of
No,
all,
he getting a step.
they wouldn't do that to him.
Wait. Hold on. You say that, but remember in Chicago, with with the greatest player of all time, they didn't care. They broke that team up.
Yeah, but they
So
didn't
why
get rid of
couldn't it
him.
happen to Golden State though? Is all I'm saying.
But they didn't. No, they could break the team up, but they didn't get rid of Jordan.
Right. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's a good point. They'll get rid of, like, Clay's done. Draymond is pretty much done. They could get rid of them, but I think that they would get back enough pieces to at least try to compete a little bit. I think they'll
What I
blow that
think,
whole team up and keep Steph. And Kaminga.
and
Kaminga's a piece in that the Podunsky or Praditsky, whatever that dude is with the headband, he be hooping.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think that they'll try to get rid of Draymond.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't think I don't think Clay would want to leave, but I think he would flourish. Like even right now, going to the bench and playing with Chris Paul, I think his season's going to pick up.
Who, Clay?
Clay playing, coming off the bench and playing with Chris Paul because Chris
Mhm.
Paul is going to look for him.
I don't think that's the problem. I
I
think
think
his
his shot
jumper.
is broke.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
was
think.
just
Yeah, I
about to
don't
say
think
that.
it's. I think
I
he
think his
just can't
jumper.
shoot
Yeah,
right now for whatever reason. It's done, bro. I've never. I don't. I like Clay, but it's over, bro. Just
I was
like
gonna
I
Yeah,
like
say.
Middleton, but I know I'd rather have Middleton clearly now. Is this a real score? 42-0, Las Vegas.
yeah,
Really?
yeah,
oh,
I bet Devontae
oh,
Adams ain't scored nothing either.
oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry,
We
yo. I'm
we
sorry. That
scored
was
we
crazy.
scored the first 28 off of back-to-back turnovers.
Oh, that's what did it. Oh, Devontae Adams got 91 yards though. It's Trey Tucker though who got the 2 touchdowns.
So yeah, I think I would keep. I mean, Steph ain't going nowhere. That's he is Golden State. So I would build around Kaminga, Moody. I would
Yeah.
keep Looney. Um,
They're
the
lacking size is
yeah,
what
What
their
is? I'm looking
problem
for
is.
dude name now. Potazimski. I think his name
yeah.
Brandon Potazimski. He be hooping.
So if you get rid of Green, you could get a big.
Correct.
If I mean, you don't have to trade Clay. You just let him walk. I mean, I don't know what you would get for him in a trade, and if you
Right.
do, you would have to sign and trade. And I don't think anybody's going to pay him what they offered him. They offered him what 2 years, 48 million, and he turned it down. So that
Yep.
clearly means he think he's worth more. I don't know. Maybe the Lakers would give it to him.
He's shooting career lows and everything.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I think speaking of the Lakers, they're trying to make a move at anybody. I see their name pop up with any available player
Because
that's
they know
out
they don't
there.
got enough.
And,
You know LeBron got to stack the deck.
but
He
my
don't feel
question,
comfortable.
I don't never see, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm a certified Bron hater and a Laker hater. It's a combination. I've never been a Laker fan.
Facts, me either.
Um, never been a Bron fan, but I've never seen a team each year where they're like, we just need that extra piece. I'm like, didn't you get that piece last year? You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, why how does keep every year they always a piece away? Like I ain't never seen a team like that, and people honor it like it's the normal thing. It's crazy to me.
I've always been surprised at, and it almost feels like the league does it. Like, how do you give LeBron everything?
Bro, this tournament was for him. I saw the tweet. He said he's like, I'm only one away from Jordan or something, trying to count some in
He
season
deleted
tournament.
that, and he deleted it. Like, you better delete that nonsense. Don't nobody count
What a
this.
coward. He's a clown, bro. I
And
hope
see,
he
the
tears
problem I have with
ACL.
the in season tournament, a part of me would like to see the lower echelon teams play in it and then
Mm,
know the winner of that gets secured a playoff spot than how they have it now. To me, it wasn't that exciting to me. I'd like to see it again, I guess, but it's just nothing to where I was like, ooh, I'm
right.
hyped for it. It just didn't give me that same thrill.
Well, I liked it because I think they they did what they set out to do, and that's you watched that game though. Would you have watched Indiana Lakers or those games
Right.
any other time?
Yeah, but I don't know if outside of the actual 4 team final too. Like I didn't watch the, A group games and, get all excited for those. I didn't even really keep up with it until I seen it marked up on the scoreboards on the ESPN
Yeah,
scores. I didn't pay attention to it that tough. I mean, but I liked that there was a winner, I guess, but I don't know. I think a lot of people like I had trouble even beginning understanding the rules to how it worked. I get it now, but I initially didn't. I'm like, I don't even understand how this worked.
Yeah, I think their main objective was to get people to tune into
Tune in. Yeah,
basketball November, December, and they accomplished that.
I
Yeah,
agree.
I don't know. I never saw if it was a ratings issue or if numbers. I don't know what the
It was
numbers were.
creative, though. I'll give him that. It was
Yeah,
creative.
I'll put it like this: that weekend was more exciting than All Star Weekend.
That's valid.
Mm, I don't know. No,
It was. There was a lot of energy, bro. In that the
it.
team started playing for real towards the end.
I don't know. Then All
All
Star
Star
Weekend
Weekend was
though.
trash. All Star Game good, somewhat. All Star Weekend is horrible.
Actually, yeah, no, you couldn't do that. Um, yeah, I guess I don't know. I wasn't. I was kind of blah with it. You know, I didn't. It didn't move the needle to me like it's not a goal that I see somebody like like Bron got 4 wins, the in season, like that. Don't
Right.
really. I'm not gonna remember this accolade as being part of somebody's success. I guess
I
maybe
agree with
not
you.
yet.
Yeah, down the line, when there's 10 years from now, I think then the people that are like kids that started following it now, it'll mean more to them than us that have been watching basketball for a long time because it's something new to us. But
Right.
I don't, I didn't mind it at all. Like I said, the energy around it, um, hell, I'd rather watch that than the All Star Weekend. You know what I mean? That's what they need to do something to.
Yeah, I mean the whole dunk contest and that in itself is a bit of a joke because don't nobody want to go out there. Like I really wanted to see. I feel like John Morant need to go out there now. Like he owe us this.
Right. Facts.
What I think they
I,
need to do is have for the dunk contest, have basically a starting five. So you have however many NBA players, let's just say, or let's say six, have three NBA players, three G League players against six um, street ball dunkers.
No,
that's interesting.
the
And
reason
then,
I
yeah,
the
and then you
reason I
put
don't,
money up.
but the reason I don't like that is because I don't want to see street ball. I mean, I like to see street ballers dunk. I like to see G leaguers dunk, but I want to see my superstar players dunk. I want to see LeBrons. I want to see John Morant's. I want to see people with
Right.
hops that are
Yeah, but you're not
superstars.
getting it. You're not getting
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But
LeBron
I'm
too
saying that's
soft
the
to join the
problem,
dunk
though.
contest. He's scared of losing, and he don't got nobody to pass to get the heat off him.
Well, I'm just saying,
He gonna
since
throw
you're
the
not
lob
going
for
to get
somebody
that,
else to dunk instead of him.
Right.
yeah, since you're not getting that, you got to find a different way to make it interesting. And I think the league versus the streets would give you um, a lot of excitement. You'll see dunks that you've never seen before because they're coming off the streets.
See, but yeah, but that ain't NBA ball to me, and that takes away. I would rather not see a dunk contest at all if you're gonna just start
Well,
bringing
well,
in
then let
props
me
from
ask you
other.
this though, Mike. Then did you enjoy when Mac McClung was in it last year?
I thought it was decent, but what
But he was
my
the best one clearly, and he was from the G League. So
right,
just to
but what
kind
I'm
of
yeah no, and what I'm saying is I don't think that people were or raving about that dunk contest. I totally forgot about that dunk contest. If I'm being totally honest,
But you
and
just
him,
have to try something. Before you
yeah,
just get rid of it, you got to try something.
yeah. I rather, you know what? I guess I'd probably rather see a uh what's the damn what's the game where you got to imitate my move.
what horse?
Horse,
Horse. I'd rather see horse than I'd much rather see horse in like dunks than a
that
dunk
was,
than
they did,
having.
They did that during COVID, and that was trash.
Did they do that?
Yes.
Don't remember.
Yeah, you remember it was like Mike Conley was doing shots in his
But during
house gym. Zach Levine was in his
oh, but
backyard. They
yeah,
did
that's
like a
different
COVID.
then.
Well, it's still horse, and nobody
Yeah.
liked it.
But if it's dunks, I'd rather see something like that though. But then
I can agree with the dunks. That'd be definitely a lot better.
even with me wanting to see that, you would still got to get people to participate in that to begin with.
That's my point. So the G Leaguers would want to be part of it because that puts them in the spotlight. The street ballers are going to be in it because if you offer them $100,000 or $200,000 grand prize or $1 million grand prize.
You put $1 million out there, you'll see NBA
Right,
cats
yeah,
out
then
there.
it'll be different.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. You got to do something to tweak it, man, because All-Star Weekend is trash now. And the dunk contest used to be the most exciting. Even the All-Star game in itself, I think that they need to do something different with that.
They've been
Yeah.
trying different stuff though.
Well,
It's just
they need to do like world versus NBA.
I don't think that'll change them not putting a foot on the break. They're still not gonna hold defense until the second half.
But I think if you have let's just say if you have, like world with Giannis and Jokic and all, Shane Gilders Alexander, you have those players on the team. I think it'll be more competitive because they're gonna want to prove something.
You had an intruder in your house though.
I thought I heard I heard Luna. Yeah, it's all
Shout
good
out to
though.
Luna. Shout out to my homie Luna. Um,
That's Draymond Green coming to get you.
Now that was funny. That was
just kicking down your door, all
right.
kicks.
Draymond the boogeyman
Right.
now.
You agreed with indefinitely?
Right. I heard you. Then I kicked that in his balls. Right.
So,
Get up out of here.
do you think Packers got a chance at making the playoffs?
Nope. It's dead.
Well, they're
I'll get
right
some
now
feedback.
tied. I think they're tied for the wild card right now. It's like a 4-way tie at 6 and 7, I think.
Their schedule says that they can, but
Correct.
if you losing to the Giants and a backup,
But they do
Man.
have Joe Barry as their defensive coordinator, so that's always going to be a problem.
yeah,
I'll
that's a loss
never
right
lean
there.
off the dude, Mike. As long as he's getting paid by the Green Bay Packers, I'm on his helmet weekly. Even if they win, I'm on his helmet because I know he trash. In my spirit, I know he trash.
And the Raiders just scored again. It's 49-7. So
shout out to Vegas. Shout out to Lamont. Yeah,
it's 8 minutes to go. It's 8 minutes to go in the fourth. I mean, in the third quarter.
And what's the score?
49-7. Adams
We
already
gonna
got
party.
100 yards. So
is Herbert not playing? Because if Herbert is playing, we need to talk about him.
He's hurt. He's out for the season.
Yep, he messed his finger up.
They could get a draft pick and get them some defensive help because they can't stop a nosebleed, clearly.
But even with the because they scored 2 touchdowns from that's still 35 points.
Yeah.
Like Herbert wouldn't have helped this. You know what I'm saying?
Not that. No.
Herbert couldn't have helped it. Even if you take away the 2 defensive scores, that's crazy. So last week we we missed some games. I'm Xing that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, even though we probably wouldn't have picked the Raiders, I don't know who I would have picked if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
With Herbert being hurt, it is possibly that I would have picked them. So we kind of got to start fresh this week. So we're gonna X this game. We're gonna go right into Vikings and Bengals in Cincinnati.
Bengals.
They still been playing good. I'm going Bengals too.
Hey, they got a legit backup quarterback with Browning. He looked legit.
Yeah,
They might could make it to the playoffs with dude. That's all I wanted to say. Go
it's gonna
ahead,
be
Mike.
tight. No, it's gonna be tight. Steelers and the Colts. I'm going
Man, that's a
Colts
hard.
for sure. I've lost all faith. That quarterback can't. I've lost all faith in Pittsburgh's quarterback. Dude is trash. Just
Well, he wasn't
Colt.
playing. Trubisky was in.
oh, what? Who? Wait, let me
He's
see who's
also
playing.
trash.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
go
going.
He's
Colts.
playing this week. They got him starting. Pickett is starting this week.
Yeah, I'm going Colts.
Who you pick, Am?
I said Colts.
Oh, okay. Broncos and Lions. I kind of feel like that's gonna be a good game. This is in Detroit.
Lions.
I'm still going Detroit, but I think that's gonna be a good game.
It might.
Detroit can't lose another game.
They in trouble. Yeah, that's
If they
why I
lose
think
another
they'll win this
game,
one.
I'm gonna go Broncos.
Okay. I'm
yeah.
not mad at that. They have a chance. That's not a
Minnesota is on their tail.
right.
So we got Buccaneers and Packers.
Packers.
I'm gonna go Packers. It's in Green Bay too.
Yeah, I'll go Packers, I guess.
Static started up.
That ain't just real pick. That ain't just real.
I guess. Jets and Dolphins. Jets and
Go
Dolphins
ahead.
in Miami. Dude,
Dolphins, even though the Jets looked good last week.
they did. I'm going
But
Miami
Zach
too.
Wilson has done that before. He like Pat Connaughton. He had one good game and then 7 terrible games.
But this is an under 500 team. Miami can beat those
Yeah.
guys. They can beat up on them type of dudes.
I wish I had the gunshots. I could press the button.
I should have.
Shots fired.
Texans and Titans in
So
Tennessee.
are you saying but before you go to Titans, so are you saying that as long as you beat the weak teams on your schedule, you should pretty much be in the playoffs?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's almost like if you show up to class, you will at least get a D. You know what I'm saying? Like you do the you do the minimum. It should at least,
No, that's fair. I'm just asking. Okay. That's
fair. Who you got? Texans and Titans in Tennessee.
Texans.
I'm going Texans.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Texans. Damn Titans beat Miami last week.
Yeah, they did.
Last week was an anomaly.
Last week was wild.
Yeah.
Giants and Saints in New Orleans.
Saints.
I'm going Giants just for the upset.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Giants too. Now that my Facebook friend's nephew is playing again, Robinson.
Okay.
All right. What about Atlanta and Carolina?
Atlanta.
I'll never go for.
Carolina's really bad. Like that's hard to watch them play football or
Dude.
whatever they call what they do.
Who, Atlanta?
No, Carolina. They're really horrible. Have you ever
Oh, I
watched
thought
a
Am was
Carolina
taking
game?
Carolina.
They're
So
really
Am
bad on both sides of the football. Like they're hard to watch, bro. They're really bad.
Well, they might win for you this week. So Am picked Carolina.
No, sir. I reject your deposit.
What about Bears and Browns?
Man, Bears played good last week.
The Bears against who?
Browns.
Browns.
In Cleveland.
I'm gonna go Browns because of that defense.
I'll go Bears with the upset.
I'm going Browns. Chiefs and Patriots. Chiefs are 8-5. This is in New England. I'm going Chiefs.
You think they should have called that offsides?
Yes. Just because of who the player was for me.
Well, yeah, but that was a hell of a play, though.
Do you know they gave up draft picks for dude? Do you know they gave up draft picks for dude? Like multiple draft picks. Like that was supposed to be their guy, and he's terrible.
Absolutely.
Kelsey made a hell of a play, though, didn't he?
He did. For nothing.
That was good. Yeah.
All right. Chiefs and Panthers. I think we all got the Chiefs on that game. Niners and Cardinals.
Niners.
Niners.
Right.
Looks like your
Commanders and
NFC
Rams.
champions with a substitute teacher as their quarterback.
Commanders and Rams.
Rams.
In Cali. Yeah, I got the Rams. Cowboys and Bills in Buffalo.
Cowboys.
I'm going Buffalo.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
I'm going Buffalo.
Damn. I hate both
No
of them.
hesitation, Cowboys.
Just because Josh Allen, I'm going to say Cowboys.
Just because Josh Allen.
Yeah. If he was hurt, I would have went Buffalo.
That's hilarious. Come on, fam. We're not going to do
good
that. Josh Allen ain't trash. We're not about to do that.
We got Baltimore and Jaguars.
Baltimore.
Be more.
No doubt. Last game, Philly and the Seahawks in Seattle.
Philly. They need to bounce that game.
Wait, do you know about this game, right? You know, Philly ain't beat Seattle in like 15 years.
This will be the year they do it. That's why I say Philly. Let's go Philly.
I got to take the numbers and go Seattle.
Okay,
15 years.
Philly.
Is Geno Smith playing?
No. I don't think. Well, let me check. I don't think he is.
Even if he was playing, I'm going Eagles.
Oh, it shows he's playing, but I don't know. Geno might. It shows that Geno's playing.
I'm gonna go. Damn. Yeah. I'm gonna go Seattle.
I got to go with my numbers. Just like the tournament rule. What's the tournament rule? The NCAA tournament rule basketball with the seed. Was it the 4 seed you should always pick?
Yeah.
What seed is it? Is it the 4?
Something like
remember.
that.
One of the seeds you're supposed to always take. I'm taking those chances on this game.
So, well, since we talked about college, who are y'all picking on these 4? Alabama or Michigan?
Michigan.
I'm going Michigan.
Me too. And then what's the other bracket?
Washington
and
damn, who is it? Yeah, you good call.
I was just looking at it earlier.
It is. God, they got all these whack bowls.
Oh man, there's so many of these weak bowls.
Yeah,
they got
I was
the
just saying. I was trying to look. It's just
In-N-Out Burger Bowl. This is ridiculous.
We'll just see who Washington is playing.
That's what I'm looking now. Let's go by standards. Let's do this.
Oh, Texas.
Texas,
Washington.
No,
that can't be right. Is it?
I thought they didn't let Texas
Michigan.
in.
I'm looking right at it. Alabama,
that's crazy.
Michigan.
I didn't know Texas was good like that.
Texas and Washington.
Huh.
Yeah, Texas beat Alabama the first game of the season.
Wait, no, hold on. I may be wrong.
No, you are right because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is Michigan, 2 is Washington,
right.
3 is Texas, and 4 is Alabama. That's crazy.
I'm going Michigan, Washington.
Yeah, agreed.
I get why Florida was mad. Florida State was upset.
Yeah, 13-0.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Washington as well, but I think Michigan probably gonna win it all.
I say Washington gonna win it all. I'm calling the upset on that right off. I'm saying regardless of what happened, I think Washington is going to win it all.
It definitely happens.
Yeah, I'm going with Michigan to win it all, but I have a feeling, just to make them happy, Alabama, they're gonna figure out a way to let Alabama take it.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. You think that they're saying Michigan don't deserve it?
No, well, because of Jim Harbaugh, I don't think the league. I don't think college like them.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
y'all
I'm
saw what
going
I
with
wrote
Washington.
last week. You remember I told you, I said that there was a quarterback on a Southern team that was going to sneak in and grab that Heisman. It was dude from LSU.
Mm, okay.
Uh,
Came out of nowhere, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's great. I thought it was going to be Knicks,
Me
but
too.
I mean, yeah. But dude came out of nowhere and got the Heisman. That's good work.
yeah, I was surprised by that too. I
Yeah.
thought Knicks would have been a good pick too. This is gonna be an
Agreed.
Or
interesting
even the
draft
other
this year.
guy.
Yeah, there you go. Now
What
that's a
was the other
conversation.
name?
It's gonna be. We need to do a discussion about that one of these once it get closer. Just talk about the draft because these three quarterbacks that's coming out for it, they could be franchise quarterbacks.
Oh, this game changing.
Williams, Knicks. If that dude like
Penix,
LSU, and there's another Oregon quarterback. Good. There's a few.
Washington
It might
quarterback
be
is good.
5 or 6 decent quarterbacks that where you could that are fringe franchise quarterbacks coming out this year.
No, and
This
what's
could
gonna
be
make
one
it
of drafts you look back like 3 or 4 of these dudes are perennial Pro Bowlers.
but what's gonna make it interesting is that a lot of these teams that are gonna probably be the top draft picks already
Already have.
have quarterbacks. So it'll be interesting to see how they maneuver, through
Mm.
this draft. It's gonna be interesting. Football get
No, that's
interesting
a
this
good
year.
point. That's a
Yeah.
good point. All
And
right.
and it's going to be good for those players coming out because they don't have to go to the trash teams.
Yeah.
Ah. And
Yeah.
organizations, yeah, where they can develop.
It might be a
Kind
lot
of
of
like
shifting in
Jordan
the
Love. Jordan
NFL.
Love sat down for 4 years.
It ain't gonna be like that.
Yeah, could you imagine coming out and you don't have to play for Carolina. You know
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to have to play for who else is one of the trash ones?
Well, you got the
Jets.
Bears.
The
Well, the Bears ain't that
Jets, the
trash. The Bears
Bears.
aren't that trash.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you know you don't have to play for any of them. And I don't even know if the Jets do they have their pick or did they give it to the Packers or
The
We might
Roger?
have. Yeah,
I
that's
don't
true.
think the so we got Carolina, Arizona are gonna they look like they have the top two of the
Yeah,
worst.
but they didn't already
Or
get
I'm
Kyler
sorry,
Murray a
in
quarter
New
billion.
England.
Patriots.
New
Patriots.
England.
Patriots, they're getting a
Now,
quarterback.
hey, now that's something to talk about because New England get a top quarterback. Then it starts to show what your boy can do. Then it's like, was
Yeah.
it Brady? you know,
Right, because I don't count this. I mean, like the quarterbacks he's had, Zappy and Mac Jones, they're really bad.
But he picked them.
He shouldn't be allowed to do no picking no more.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
They need to take that.
He shouldn't be
If
allowed to
I'm
go to the
Kraft,
grocery store. Just cook the ingredients when I bring them back.
Because he did want to get rid of he wanted to get rid of Brady for Garoppolo, if you
Right.
yeah.
remember. Yeah, he can't be trusted.
Honestly, if I'm Kraft, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on from Belichick.
Ooh.
Not yet.
If
Not for
I'm
me.
Robert Kraft, I'm moving on from him.
Not yet for me. He's done
Oh
too
hell no.
much. He's done too
Yeah,
much for
but
me.
you ain't done enough lately.
I'm gonna see if I get a good quarterback, I'll see what he can do. And if he can't, I still got my quarterback. I'm not gonna just dump him before this draft. Nah, he's done too much, especially with quarterbacks. He's had a history of quarterbacks that left him and done great.
Like
Matt
who?
Castle, Garoppolo.
None of them have
Garoppolo's
done
still in the
great.
league. Matt Castle was in the
Or
league
I'm
for a minute.
sorry,
They
wait,
all
no, no,
got
no, no.
checks.
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that.
They all
They've
got
done
checks
great
from coming from
there,
New
and
England.
he's when I mean done great, I mean they got paid from their performance in New England,
New England.
which is why
Oh,
I
okay,
say it's him. My bad. No, they've done horrible after leaving him, but they all
yeah,
got checks because of him.
yeah. But do you give him a one? How long do you sign his extension for?
I mean, it's football. They'll fire dude. I don't think these billionaires playing with toys.
Right.
They'll pay him out and fire him, and you can extend him and be like, nope, this ain't working. You've done a service to us. You can keep the money. You
Yeah,
know, I
yeah,
I can say I wouldn't just up and I at least see what he can do. Before just
With a
offering him.
quarterback, yeah.
Yeah, I give him a shot. He's created a legendary quarterback.
He didn't create no legendary quarterback.
How can I mute
Yes, he
this
did.
dude? Where's my mute button? You don't. All right. Any last words, brothers?
I'll be there Saturday.